Welcome back to the Imon Arena, as I'm Joel Norman, joined by the head coach of the Lincoln Stars, Rocky Russo, in this one.
We got to get that thing replaced.
It's been a little funky with the static electricity this season, I've noticed too, Rocky. As it's time for coaches' comments, being brought to you by Southside Auto Tech. As we get set to recap this one, Rocky, congrats on the win. Congrats on a great weekend overall. This was exactly the way you draw it up. Walking away with 4 points. Certainly an interesting game here tonight compared to last night, though. Talk to me about what it took to come back from this one early on after falling behind 2-0 5 minutes in.
You know, we knew exactly what they were. They're an incredibly talented team that wants to transition. They want 4 up in the rush, and you know, we warned our guys, you can't turn pucks over in the neutral zone. You do, you're going to get in trouble, and we did it on the first shift of the game, and it went in the net. And that was almost a little bit of a blessing because we got that teddy bear deal out of the way, and you know, the second one went in, and you know, I just felt, even with a couple, you know, Mass had made one other save and looked like he was struggling and just not feeling it. And he did such a great job for us yesterday battling to get a win that I wasn't going to let it slip away. So, you know, I made a pretty quick decision to go to Jan there. And, man, was he pretty good tonight.
I mean, there's a lot of candidates for that save of the game tonight. Which was your favorite that you can remember?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I mean, he made a couple backdoor saves. He made a couple saves there when they had the net empty. You know, and I think he was huge for us. But the guys were, you know, they were sacrificing. We were blocking pucks. We were making pretty good decisions with the puck. They're just so good at making plays around the net. And you know, I think it's Paulson, whatever, 23. Like, he just wants to stand back there and pass pucks, and he's so talented that he can pass them around you, through you, over you, under you, whatever. And you know, if you get caught puck watching, they're going to score goals on you, and that's exactly what happened today. We turned one over, and on the third one, we didn't battle for a 50-50 puck and ended up in our net. We turned one over and didn't get it behind them. On the fourth one, it ended up. Like, you can't give them short ice. They're too good. They're too good. They're too talented. But our resolve after going down 2-0 to find our way back into that game 2-2, and then to get a lead, and you got a 5-3 lead. They score 5-4. Those are situations that a few weeks ago, a month ago, like, we would have tightened up. And I think that our leadership, even without Jimmy, and we miss Jimmy dearly, but you know, our leadership has really stepped up. Our confidence in regards to guys not letting the moment get the best of them has really, really taken a big step. And you could see that. You know, you're on the road against the number 1 team in the East, and you're in there building. And we could have folded up tonight, got a split on the weekend, and went home and said, hey, that's not a bad weekend, right? You lost to the number 1 team in the East, and you put up a fight, but you know, the difference is we weren't going to be satisfied with that. And you saw 7 goals tonight. You know, you saw 5 last night. You saw 7 last Friday. Like, maybe we're turning the corner in regards to scoring some goals, but we're doing it the dirty way, and I think that's the most rewarding part of it.
5 for 5 on the PK tonight. You guys have gone 8 for your last 8. Going up against arguably the top unit. They've scored the most power play goals here tonight. You also got the empty net goal while they were up a skater. Tell me about what this PK did right tonight.
You know what? We're learning. We're learning, and I sound like a broken record, right? Like, we're young, and you know, we had guys, Tanner and Mason and Brennan. Those guys were major penalty killers for us last year, and so you got to train new guys to do it. And they're going to make mistakes. You know, we've been very fortunate in the last 2 years. We've had a lot of guys do it for 2 years. And so we didn't have to learn. And then if you did make a mistake, you had Whitey in the net. You know, and so now when we get out of a lane, which young guys do when they're inexperienced, then you pay for it. And we learned that the hard way. Even as recently as last Wednesday. You know, our top guy gets out of the lane, they make a pass back and a one-timer, and it's in the net. Like, those are mistakes that we're making as a young team. Now we're making them less and less and less every day, and you're seeing much more production and much more success from our group, and that's really optimistic. I mean, it's December, and I'm not thrilled or happy at all that we're 6-13, but the fact that we've won 3 out of 4 and we're starting to turn the direction that we need to go, and guys are playing with confidence, gives me a lot of encouragement going into another big weekend next weekend.
Yeah, Fargo next weekend, like you mentioned it, but you guys playing your best hockey of the season right now. You said it, 3 of the last 4 back-to-back wins as well. Rocky, enjoy this victory. We will talk to you next weekend back at the Icebox.
Thanks, Joe.
That's the head coach of the Stars, Rocky Russo, joining us, and this has been Coach's Comments, brought to you by Southside Auto Tech.